Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker. I have a speech written for this today. I'm going to speak from the heart. As one of just a few people that have represented their constituents in Congress, I was one of the few that wore the uniform. I was one of the few that was shot while off duty. I was one of the few that had a gun malfunction when it was pointed at my head. I was one of the few that ran into the fire. I was one of the few that was on our tactical response team. And when they talk about tasers, it is a tool that we can use in law enforcement to save lives. Not only the officer, not only the subject or the suspect, but bystanders. For my colleagues on the other side of the aisle to try to defend the philosophy that we don't need those, or this piece of legislation that involves the tax code isn't legit, is just atrocious. Here's a list of people that support it. The African American Mayors Association, the Hispanic American Police Command Officers Association, the Federal Law Enforcement Officers Association, the Fraternal Order of Police, Major County Sheriffs of America, Peace Officers Research Association of California, and so many others. You can ask every officer, law enforcement officer on the streets of America whether they want this to move forward and pass and become law. The answer is yes, because the technology continues to grow and grow. When I first started in law enforcement, we had one shot at the taser. When we would cross draw, flip the switch up, bring it up, taser, taser, taser. We only had one. Later on in my career, we had two options. This gives us 10, in some cases, 10 options to subdue a subject that is violent and is going to either harm the officer, bystanders, or more importantly, themselves. Cross draw, flip up, taser, taser, taser. This is a good bill. And my colleagues on the other side of the aisle, they know it's a good bill. In fact, one of the co-sponsors won't even come and talk about it, because his majority, Mr. Speaker, doesn't want it. This is the extension of the defund the police. I've had it. We need to protect law enforcement. We're the ones that call them when we're in harm. They come to the fight. They will be there when we call 911. And yet my colleagues on the other side of the aisle won't support something that defends the cops, helps them with another tool on their tool belt to make sure they're safe, the subject is safe, and any bystanders. It is unconscionable. This is a great bill, and I wholeheartedly support it, and I hope my colleagues on the other side of the aisle will too, and I yield back.
Gentleman yields. Gentleman.